Untitled Maths. In this video we're going to have a look at unit conversions, and that includes metres, millimetres, centimetres, kilometres, and grams, kilograms, and milliliters, litres. So question 1, we're going to convert the following lengths. Now we know that there are 10 millimetres in 1 centimetre. We know there are 100 centimetres in 1 metre, and we know there are 1,000 metres in a kilometre. And if we want to go up from 100, from millimetres to centimetres, you need to divide by 10. If you want to go the other way, because millimetres is a smaller unit, you need to times by 10. And it's the same with the others as well. If you want to go up to a larger unit, you're going to need to divide. If you want to go to a smaller unit, you're going to need to multiply. So let's have a look at these. We've got 150 centimetres to millimetres. So we're trying to go from centimetres to millimetres. Millimetres is a smaller unit than centimetres. So we're going to need to multiply, because there's going to be more millimetres than centimetres, if you think of it that way. So it's 1,500 millimetres. The next question, we're going from millimetres to centimetres. That means it's going to get smaller, because centimetres is a bigger unit. We're going to need to divide by 10. So 34 divided by 10 is 3.4 centimetres. Now we're going to go from centimetres to metres. So we're going from a smaller unit to a bigger unit. So we're going to need to divide. 1,230 divided by 100. That'll give us 12.3 metres. And with the last one, it's a little bit more tricky, because you're going from kilometres to centimetres. You could do it in 1 step, or you could do it in 2 steps. You could say, actually, I'm going to go from kilometres to metres. So you're going from the bigger unit to the smaller unit, so you're going to times by 1,000. And that will give you 89 metres. And then you're going to, because you're going from metres now to centimetres, you're going to need to times by 100. And that will get you 8,900 centimetres. That's how to do a 2-step one. You could do it in 1 step. You could times by 100,000, but you can also do it in 2 steps if that's easier. Possibly less likely to make mistakes. Now we're going to have a look at grams to kilograms and millilitres to litres. For your grams to kilograms, well, there's 1,000 grams in a kilogram. And if you're going to the larger unit, you need to divide. If you scale into the smaller unit, you need to times. And it's the same with millilitres and litres, a very similar relationship. 1,000 millilitres in 1 litre. Divide by 1,000 to get to litres. Times by 1,000 if you want to convert litres to millilitres. Right, so first one is we're going from grams to kilograms. That means we're going to divide by 1,000. And if we divide 8,902 by 1,000, we get 8.902 kilograms. If we want to convert from kilograms to grams, we need to times by 1,000. 5.93 times by 1,000 is going to be 5,930, because there's 5,930 grams in 5.93 kilograms. And we're going to now convert 431 millilitres to litres, so we're going to the bigger unit, so we're going to need to divide. That's 0.431 litres. And finally, we're going from litres to millilitres, so if we're scaling to the smaller unit, we'll need to multiply. So 129 times 1,000, don't just do the one that looks right. 129,000 millilitres. So that's how to convert between grams and kilograms and millilitres and litres. You're not always going to get a question, just convert. Sometimes it'll be put into worded questions. Let's have a look at this one. Mark runs 5 laps around a 550 metre field 6 days a week. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at how far 5 laps is. And I can do that by doing 5 times 550. And 5 times 550 equals 2,750 metres. And for this question, I need to find out how far he runs in a week. Because I know he runs this 6 days a week, I'm going to times this distance by 6. So 5 laps is 2,750 metres. If he does this 6 days a week, 6 times 2,750 is equal to 16,500. However, it does ask me to give the answer in kilometres. So I'm going to need to convert this into kilometres. Well, I know there's 1,000 metres in a kilometre and I'm scaling down up to the larger unit, so I'm going to need to divide. So 16,500 divided by 1,000 is going to be 16.5 kilometres. And that's my answer for that question. And for the final question, below the distances cycled by different cyclists, which cyclist cycled the furthest? Well, they've given me some data and it's all in different units, so I'm going to need to convert it to the same unit. I'll probably convert them to metres, that'll possibly be the easiest. I'll do 18.1 times by 1,000, because there's 1,000 metres in a kilometre. And that'll give me 18,100, so I can see that Amy has cycled less distance than Ben. And I'm going to convert centimetres to metres, which I need to divide by 100. So therefore it'll be 220,000 divided by 100, which will give me 2,200. So from that I can see that the answer to that question is Ben. Because when we convert them all to the same units, we can see that Ben has cycled the furthest. Right, thank you for watching. I hope you found that helpful. If you liked the video and like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. For practice questions, please visit www.mitchellmathsandscience.com. The link is in the description.